Hey guys, this is Mudit from SAP HANA One Engineering, and welcome to part 3 of our video tutorial series to launch and set up HANA One Revision 80 on AWS. The easiest, quickest, and cheapest way to get your paws on SAP HANA Database for productive use. In previous videos, we looked at launching HANA One from AWS Console and from within HANA One Portal, and also at first-time setup. As we can see, the HANA One instance that we launched in the previous video is still coming up. It takes about 2 to 4 minutes to completely come up. Meanwhile, let us set up SAP HANA Database on the first instance that we launched. To go to the HANA One console from a portal, just click on the DNS name or IP address link on top of the HANA One instance card on the portal list page. If you haven't set up HANA Database, it will pull up the HANA Database setup page. And while this page might look similar to the first-time portal setup page, here, after validating AWS credentials, we will set up HANA Database passwords. HANA Database comes with two default users. There is an operating system level user called HDBADM and a database user called system user. The database user is like a super user for HANA. And that is why we want you to set up a super secure password for these users. The system user password has to be a strong password that is at least 8 characters in length and has at least 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, and 1 numerical character. On this page, you also have the option to not open additional ports in the security group of the instance that are usually open during HANA setup. These ports are required for connecting to HANA using HANA Studio or connecting or using HANA's Access Engine. To see which ports are opened, hover on top of the text that reads which ports. We recommend that you leave this option checked, otherwise you will manually have to open the ports from the instance's security group using AWS EC2 console. You also have the option of not setting up HANA passwords on this page. However, you will need to change the HANA passwords from HANA One console administration page later to be able to use HANA. After entering the passwords, click on the Configure HANA button. This will take you to the status page of HANA One console. Now, every time you click on the DNS name of HANA One from Portal, this status page will open. This status page gives you an idea of overall instance and HANA health. For example, you can see right away how much CPU and memory is being used on the instance. You can also see which of HANA services are running and which are not running. And you can also see how much disk space is being used on the instance. But that's not all. We also have a trend graph for you on this page for CPU and memory usage. This trend graph goes back till 2 hours or till when the instance was started if that was less than 2 hours ago. Right now, the trend is mostly flat because we just launched the instance and there is no workload on it. But this is super useful in determining how instance is doing over a period of time. Let's check out the administration page. On this page, you can see some basic information like HANA version, HANA One version, and HANA license expiration date, which is super important by the way. And we will have a new add-on soon to that date that will extend the license even further. On this page, you can start or stop HANA Database. However, since it is being configured right now, there's not much we can do. In the backup and recovery page, you can take really quick, really easy backup of HANA Database or recover from an earlier taken backup. On the add-ons page, you can see new HANA upgrade options and other add-ons as we develop and release them. As you can see, HANA Revision 83 is already out, which will let you upgrade your HANA Database in place free of charge. On the Downloads page, you can download HANA Studio, HANA client libraries for Windows or Linux operating systems. On this page, We also have links to our frequently asked questions, quick start guides, and HANA One tutorials. You can also get to our community support page by clicking the link on this page. If you have any questions or are facing any issues, we highly recommend that you create a post here. Looks like HANA is still being configured. First-time configuration can take up to 15 minutes. Oh look, looks like HANA services are coming up, and we can confirm that with the memory trend graph. Now let's go back to our portal list page. Hey look, the second instance that we launched has just come up. Isn't this so neat? All your HANA One instances in one place. You will also notice that this instance does not have a gray border on top of it. This is because the HANA database is on a completely separate AWS instance and not on the same instance as this portal. Now, if we click on the IP address or the DNS name of that instance, we will get to the first-time HANA database setup page, just like we did for the first instance we launched. Now, if you notice the URL bar, this setup page is for the second instance we launched. The HANA console has a slightly different URL with changed instance ID for the first instance, although they are both being managed from the same portal, as indicated by the same DNS name in the beginning of the URL. Going back to the portal list page, let's try unmanaging a HANA One instance from this portal. To unmanage a HANA One instance, just click on the Unmanage button. Unmanaging a HANA One instance that no portal can administer that HANA One instance, but it is free to be managed by any other portals that are available under your Amazon account. While this HANA One instance is unmanaged, let us now go and set up the portal side of the second instance. Well, that is it for this video. So far, we have launched 2 HANA One instances and set up HANA Database on one of them. We will complete the portal side setup for the second instance in the following videos.